You need to start thinking about your business differently. For many of us, we're so caught up in the day-to-day that we're not actually thinking about how we can improve our business. We just do what we do every single day. We wake up, we open up shop, we do the same thing with the same people, and we go home at night and we just repeat the same thing over and over and over again. But if you really want to grow, if you really want to scale, you have to start thinking about your business differently. And the first thing that you have to do is actually set aside time to think about your business. So many of us are so caught up in the day-to-day that we do not actually take the time to sit back and reflect and say, okay, what am I doing? Is this actually working? What are my numbers? What should my numbers be? And if you don't know where you are, how can you expect to grow? How can you expect to scale? You have to actually take the time to look at your business objectively and say, okay, what's working? What's not working? And then make a decision on how you're going to change things moving forward. The second thing that you need to do is actually break out of your comfort zone. A lot of us get stuck in our comfort zone and we never really challenge ourselves. We never really push ourselves to do something that's uncomfortable because it's easier to stay where you are than it is to actually make a change. And so many of us are comfortable with the same thing over and over and over again. But if you want something different, if you want something more, you have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and do something that's uncomfortable. And it doesn't have to be a huge, drastic change. It could be something small, like maybe taking on a new client, or raising your prices by a little bit, or expanding into a new product or service. Whatever it is that's going to help you grow, you have to be willing to do it. The third thing that you need to do is actually focus on the important, not the urgent. So many of us are so focused on the day-to-day that we don't actually take the time to think about the bigger picture. We don't think about what's important. We just do what's urgent. So many of us are just putting out fires all the time, and when you're constantly putting out fires, you're never going to be able to focus on the important stuff. You're never going to be able to work on the things that are going to help you grow. So you have to make a conscious effort to focus on the important, not the urgent. Set aside time in your day, in your week, to work on the important stuff, to work on the things that are going to help you grow. And then when the urgent stuff comes up, deal with it. Put it out. But don't let the urgent stuff consume you, because if it does, you're never going to be able to focus on the important stuff, and your business will never grow. So if you want to grow your business, if you want to scale, you have to start thinking about your business differently. You have to do things that are uncomfortable. You have to break out of your routine